Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I have another How Will This video in my How Will This series for you. And I'm still working on the Novena palette because this is the second oldest palette in my collection and I go by age. Now I have to tell you, not the next one, but the one after the next one would be the Natasha Denona palette, I don't even know what's called, like the pink one that I had. That is literally my most dropped palette that I have ever had. And yeah, I dropped it again and one shadow is gone again. So I'm left with two shadows. And I kid you not, I only used the palette once. It's like a quint. Maybe that palette and I was just not meant to be. What I'm trying to say is that whenever I get to the Natasha Denona one, it would only be one video because there are only two shadows left. I'm making progress, but not in the way that I want to. We have this palette here right now. Probably know what it looks like. And today we are going to do Rose Gold and Volatile. This is Rose Gold. Looks amazing. And Volatile. Now, the problem is, with this palette, that is literally the same with... Oh, that looks beautiful. That's the same with every single shadow here. The top row, the shimmers, they are very soft and buttery and just nice to work with, but also very loosely pressed. Which to prove as well here, I used this one up already. You have to be careful with how much pressure you put on. Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't just dig into it because you will have pan immediately, right? It's very loosely pressed. And then the mattes, they kind of feel a bit dry to the point where it feels like they have a hot pan. But I haven't used this palette this much. Maybe it's just age. I have no idea, but yeah, it's literally the same with every single shadow. So maybe they are just meant to be like this. Powdery soft to the point where if you look at it a bit too long, it actually crumbles. Hot and just chalky, you know what I mean? Like when you write with chalk on the chalkboard, you know, like, but they look nice. I hope they perform well because that would be an amazing look, right? Maybe I could also use this one as an eyebrow color. I'm always looking for ways to use my shadow, right? Sometimes I use shadow as a highlighter, sometimes use it as a brow product, a liner, whatever, a nail polish even. We'll see, but these look nice so far. I actually have actual makeup remover wipes here instead of baby wipes, and they are fun. I mean, look at this. Immediately gone. So you only get like 25 or so in here, while with the baby wipes I have like 60. And they are cheaper. I'm just saying, I'm just putting it out there. They are cheaper. And there's much more in. I'm gonna start with the shimmer. I think we'll use this one here. Oh, there. We're actually having a new store open. Let me just, this is annoying me. We have a new store opening. Well, it's not really a new store, because you know the store itself has been there for a while, but it's a new location. And we have a whole makeup section right now. It's not open yet, but I've seen the pictures. And you have Profusion. I've heard of that brand, but I've never tried anything, so I'm really stoked to see what they have, and then maybe I can do like a first try of Profusion makeup. Let me know if you want to see that, because I would probably definitely buy something. So just let me know if you're interested in seeing this. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with Rose Gold, gently. Oof. All right, let's see. Oh my god! What the? Oh god! What the hell? Oh my god! Are you kidding me? Are you serious? Are you actually serious? Huh? I go in another time. I don't have to, but I go in another time to get, you know, to go a bit higher because I have hooded eyes and you don't really see the shadow that much, but I'm done. I'm done with this. You know, immediately when I saw this, I thought this would look good over a black, not like liquid shadow, but like a black base, maybe a black line, and then put this on top. That would be an amazing, grungy, vampy look for Christmas. Because yes, it's just bronze, but you have the red coming through a lot. That might be amazing for Christmas. I'm just saying. Or black nail polish, and then this one dabbed on top. I have to try it out. I don't have a black nail polish, but if I had, I would try this out. So this is done, and this is definitely staying in the collection because look at this. Look at this. This is beautiful. This is staying 100%. Then we have a volatile, which let's use this brush. This is again it has much more kickback than the other. I feel like I should, you know, tap this off, but I'm not going to. I'm going to risk it. Trying to go a bit higher as well, so you can actually see the shadow. So, third time. It isn't that bad. It looks much worse in the camera. It's not that bad in reality. Like I said, in reality, it's not that bad. So I think I will keep this one as well. Again, I don't know what they look like when... Let me zoom out and then we can talk. I don't know what they will look like when I put another shadow on top. Or another shadow neat, whatever. I don't know how well they will perform with any shadow. It doesn't even have to be these two together. It could be this one and then an essence one or whatever. I have no idea how to perform, but on their own, I like that. I've now tried 9 shades from this palette, including the blended shade. And I've liked all of them. This is so nice and refreshing, you know, because if you remember the Joker palette, so nice to have a palette where everything works well. And this palette is old. I think it was definitely pre-COVID, so 6 years, 7 years. It's been a while, but it's still performing well, which is great, but it's also bad because I have to use all these shadows up. Now, as I always say, just because I keep it now in my how will this video, it does not mean that I will fully use it up. Maybe after using it for a while, I realize it's not for me, or I don't like that shade, or it's just too hard to work with, too crumbly, whatever it is, then I get rid of it. But so far, out of the 9 shadows, I have to use the 9 up. I don't have to, but I want to, right? No one's forcing me, but if I have 9 really beautiful working shadows, then I of course want to use them. But again, like I said, maybe at a certain time I'll realize that this is enough for me and I'll get rid of it. But so far, this is like 2 additional shadows in my collection that I can use and want to use up. So while it is great that they work well, it's time for my Panda palette. There's no way that I will be able to finish this up in a year. I feel like I'm making some progress with my Panda palette challenge, sure. I'm also buying things. I haven't bought shadow in a very long time, apart from this one, this single shadow, because I needed a shimmer for the matte shadows I have. But I haven't bought a palette in quite a while. Not because I'm telling myself, oh, use up everything you have before I buy something new. No, but just nothing has really spoken to me. Granted, I've not keeping up with new releases, but still, you know, if I see a palette that I'm really interested in, I might buy it. Just saying. So yes, I'm making a lot of progress with my Panda palette, but I'm also buying new ones. Anyways, what I want to say is it's nice to have these 2 shadows to use now, but I'm just not making much progress with my Panda palette. With the Joker one, you know, I tried out and it's like, oh, this is not good for me. This is not good. Get rid of it. These I keep. So it's 2 additional shadows to use. This is complaining on a very high level, I know that. This is it. This is the final look of both of them. Let me know which side you prefer. I feel like it's really hard to tell, you know, because this is obviously the shimmer one, boom in the face, but this is also not to be underestimated, okay? This is nice. This is a very good base for any of these, actually. For any of these shimmer shades, this would be nice as a base. So let me zoom in one more time. Okay, so this is, I'm so terrible with names. Rose gold. Oh, this is beautiful. This was applied in one swipe, almost. This is just amazing. And then this is volatile. It looks much more patchy in the camera, but it's not that bad in reality. I guarantee you it's not that bad. And it's also much more red in the camera. In reality, it's more grey. It's very bizarre. Again, like I said, I don't know how, like, if I would put this down and this on top, I have no idea how they will perform. Maybe this doesn't show up at all. No idea. Which brings me back to, just because I keep it now does not mean I will keep it forever and, you know, try to use it up. I have to play with it. That was it. That was the how will this video for this month. I almost forgot to film this. Can you believe it? I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know which... You know, I have my daily makeup drawer here, and it's kind of like... It's not staying in place anymore. It's like warped and all. Maybe I just have too much in there. Could also be. I don't know. So, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already. And I'll see you next one.